So kids of all ages are getting ready for classes to end. Maybe some of them are already done with the school year. That's the case if you have college students. But you know, summer vacation may look a lot different for college students. Today on House Call, we're talking about some of the responsibilities and some of the expectations when your student comes back home. Here to talk to us about that is Jenny Edmondson. She's a licensed clinical social worker and counselor at Cone Health's Behavioral Health Partial Hospitalization Program. Good morning.
Good morning.
So when college students come home, especially after their freshman year, there are a lot of changes, are there not?
So many changes. They've been out on their own for the past 9 months. They're getting their feet wet out in the real world, and now they're home having to live with rules again.
Yes, exactly. How much do we as parents need to, how much slack do we need to give them?
I think that really depends on y'all's relationship and what you want out of the summer. The most important thing when your college student is coming home is to set expectations early and boundaries and consequences. So what do you expect the summer to look like as a parent with your child returning? Do you expect them to be still doing certain household chores? Are they supposed to be working? Are you going to financially support them? What does that look like? All of it needs to be set up early because they most likely have a very different idea of how that summer is going to go.
Right, at college they didn't have a curfew.
Exactly, no curfew. They were out till 3 a.m. Their schedule is probably extremely different than it's about to be.
Yes. It sounds to me like it should be an open door of communication on both sides. Talk.
Definitely. This is a big time of transition for students and parents in general. That time, 18 to about 25, there's a lot of transition happening in that relationship because you're both having to accept each other as adults as well as parents and children. So keeping that communication open, hearing each other out, and also just willing to compromise is going to be key.
A lot of parents think that, their kids, when they come home from college, really do need to get a summer job if they can. Make that clear and have them start, applying early?
Definitely. And just as long as you're saying that expectation, it's completely reasonable to still have expectations and guidelines for your child when they're home. It's not a free-for-all. You can definitely have boundaries. They just need to know about them.
Right. Like you may want them to help around the house, maybe take care of a younger sibling, do laundry, clean, that type of thing.
Exactly. Odds are they've been living a very different life in college. Who knows what their cleanliness standards are? So it's just about reaffirming that.
So is there anything that we as parents need to watch out for that may be concerning to us?
Definitely. Well, you know your child better than anyone. So even though they're going through transition, at the root of things, they're still your child. So anything that you feel like is more of a red flag, that seems more than just some changes, could be a great time to reach out for some behavioral health help. Cone has many behavioral health offices throughout the triad that are more than willing to help you and specialize and understand these transitions well.
As far as the kid goes, just make sure that, if you give them a list, that they can, it's a list that is doable for them.
Exactly. It's all about knowing their limitations and pushing them, but also respecting where they are.
Yes. They don't get their grades sent home anymore, by the way. It's all done
about trust now.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. Hey, Jenny, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Nice to be here.
We do appreciate it. You can find more resources, by the way, from therapists, social workers, counselors, and case managers at conehealth.com/behavioral health. And you can find more healthy lifestyle tools and classes for the entire year at conehealth.com/wellness-matters.
House Call on Fox 8 is sponsored by Cone Health.